Hello and welcome back to the Tabbed Out Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Argose Gaming, aka Jacob Scott. I am joined today by my co-host, OftenBane, aka Roger.
How do blind people know when to stop wiping their ass?
Taste. That's it today.
That's all. You guys have a lovely weekend.
Thank you guys for listening. No, it's just the two of us today. Miguel is otherwise occupied, and he's got some stuff going on today.
Man's a little busy.
Which actually, yeah, he's been. I guess he's been busy the past week or so, but he's got some family over or something. So not able to be here for the recording this week, but that's all right. But you and I can catch up.
It's all good in the hood. Yeah. When's the last time we talked? Yesterday.
Was it yesterday? I don't think it was yesterday.
No, I didn't play anything yesterday. That's right. I went straight to bed.
Yeah, neither did I. Yeah, so did I. Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, we record on Mondays, so it's been 2 days.
Yeah.
It's not like it's been very long. Although, it should have been this morning. However, somebody didn't get up.
I was fast asleep. And my alarm woke Jasmine up. Jasmine tried to wake me up, and I don't remember saying it, but I said no, and then rolled back over and went back to sleep.
Bro, I called you twice.
I was out cold, bro.
Yeah, goddamn. Yeah. Oh, I mean, I can't blame you because I had to force myself out of bed at 5:45. Because I messaged you at 5:45 and I was like, I'm awake, worrying that you were waiting for me to message you or whatever, like I normally do.
Nah.
I was just so fucking tired. I had such a fucking long weekend.
I was in a deep slumber. That's the only way I could put it, because I don't remember my alarm going off. I don't remember turning off my alarm. I don't remember Jasmine waking me up. I remember waking up at 8 o'clock and I'm like, oh my fucking god, dude, I missed it. It's like, he's gonna be so fucking mad at me.
Nah, it's fine. I mean, I can't exactly be mad at you for doing some shit that I did 2 weeks ago. What the cat doing though?
The cat trying to take down my panels, bruh. Can you get off of that?
God.
Thank you.
Yo, cat on the Galaga.
Cat on the Galaga machine, homie.
Yo, cat's about to get high score.
I don't even have the high score on this sumbitch, bro. My fucking friend Brandon does. He has all 5 of the high scores that are listed.
Oh my god. She looks like she's struggling a little bit.
His high score is 770,000.
I don't know if that's impressive or not, but
I remember seeing him do it. He got to level 30 on this shit. Yeah, and I can only make it to level 20.
I think I've only ever played Galaga one time, and that was at some arcade when I was 12.
It'd be like that.
Back when they still had arcades.
We have tons of arcades around here.
Really?
Yeah.
We have one in all of Austin. It's this place called Pinball's Arcade, and it's a massive building that's pretty much completely just full of old pinball machines. What the cat doing though?
The cat getting in the window.
Oh my god.
We've got in Murfreesboro alone. We have 3. We've got Go USA, Lane Trains and Automobiles, and Stars and Stripes. Or Stars and Strikes, my bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess we have arcades if you include Dave & Buster's and that kind of stuff.
Well, I'm not including that because we have a Dave & Buster's here, and I didn't count that. I wouldn't count shit like that because we used to have a Pizza Hut and an arcade in it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But there's a big one in Nashville, and it got damaged in that bombing that happened last year. Right there on the strip. It got damaged, so it's closed right now. But it was so fucking cool. You wouldn't be able to tell it's an arcade, but looking at it, because all the buildings in Nashville are fucking ancient, right? All the ones right there on Broadway, anyway. And it was one. It's it's literally a stairway. The front of the building is big enough for them to put a spiral staircase into.
Oh
yeah,
wow.
And you go up to the 3rd floor. And then it opens up to where it's on top of these other buildings that are around it. And they have a big-ass arcade in there. And there's a multi-level, because you're on the 3rd floor, so you can go up and down, a multi-level fucking laser tag arena in there.
Oh, that's cool.
It's dope as shit.
That's pretty cool.
You're.
I'm trying to think. We have that one that I mentioned, Pinballs Arcade, and then I think we have like maybe one more, but it's like a Dave and Buster's type thing. It's called Main Event.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have that. And like Gaddy Town, the classics. We have a place called Austin's Park and Pizza, which is like the inside of it's like a big old arcade, but it's not like old arcade games like Galaga or like old pinball machines. It's like all the new ones that give you tickets. And,
Yeah.
yeah, all that fun stuff.
Everything here has been changed to like those cards. Like you go in, you get a card, and everything is loaded onto that card, whatever you do. I don't trust that shit. I like the tickets better. Because you don't know that shit could be shorting you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
We still have a fucking Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, yeah, I guess we still have those, too. I haven't been to a Chuck E. Cheese since I was, like, 8.
We had Mason's 3rd birthday party at a Chuck E. Cheese. It was super fun for the kids, anyway. Super stressful for me, because I got my 2 running around in a fucking arcade all over the fucking place, and I'm just chasing them non-fucking stop, and they're like... They want to change games every time I pay for one. I swipe the card, and they're like, "Oh, hey, go get it, boy!" And they're like, they throw a ball and then run to another one. I'm like, "Come on, bro! You still got like 10 more balls to throw."
Sounds about right, honestly. No, I don't trust Chuck E. Cheese anymore. Like, especially with the food. Ever since there was a podcast I listened to about this guy was talking about how him and like a buddy of his used to work at a Chuck E. Cheese. And like their job was like the pizza preparers in the back, and this guy like he was cutting the pizza like with the big old thing, and like apparently he like cut his finger and didn't even realize that it was cut, and like was just sitting there cutting pizzas for probably like 30 minutes, and then he looks down and realizes he's been like bleeding out of his finger
all over the pizza.
All over the pizzas, and like multiple of them had already been like had gone out and like been served to customers and shit.
They also I used to have a friend who worked at Chuck E. Cheese. He actually wore the Chuck E. Cheese mascot outfit. Yeah, I know. And he used to have the helmet in the back of his car at school. Because like he would leave school and go straight to fucking work and just put the shit on. But he told us about the Frankenstein pizza. I knew about this before that damn TikTok came out announcing it. But have you ever heard about the Frankenstein pizzas?
No, I haven't heard about that.
So if they like take a pizza off of a table and it's got like 4 or 5 slices left, and then take another one off of another table that's got like 4 or 5 slices left, they'll put it together and make it one pizza. I'm not kidding.
No. They do that. Oh, that's so bad.
They do that. I'm calling you out, Chuck
that's
E. Cheese.
That's so unsanitary. Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese, you're like fucking Charles Cheese himself. Come on the podcast and defend yourself.
Get on here, defend yourself, because I have eyewitness that said they seen it, and I've seen TikToks of it, multiple TikToks of it. Because if you go and get a Chuck E. Cheese pizza and it comes out to your table, there's a chance one of those slices will be bigger than the other slices. And you're like, damn, that's weird.
That's really strange.
And it's because it's from a different pizza from a different table. They just reheated it.
So unsanitary.
Yep.
Like what if someone's like eating that pizza and just like, they get like a little cough, or like they like choke on a piece of cheese or something and just spit all
automatically
over the
pizza. If you're at a Chuck E. Cheese, I assume you're just a dirty human being.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because like when we were there, man, the crowd that was there was not the most pleasant individuals.
No. And plus like the big old like playgrounds that the kids play on. I mean, like kids are up there like slobbering and everything and like crawling around and like.
You see,
there's
the one we got here took away the jungle gym and the ball pit and shit like that, because I actually got pink eye from that ball pit when I was like 8. Not kidding. They took that. They took all that shit out. Now it's just arcade machines.
That's nasty, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I don't fuck with
nasty ass kids, man.
Not the fucking slightest, man.
So you wanted to talk to me.
So thirsty.
Yeah, same. You wanted to talk to me about something last night. You said you would bring up on the cast. Do you remember what that is?
Oh yeah. Well, So I was planning on streaming Dark Souls, or not Dark Souls, Halo, last night, because I gotten up, and I went and like worked all day, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna work, and then when I come home, I'm gonna play Halo. But I got home and realized, damn, I'm fucking exhausted, and it's because I've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning. And the reason I've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning is because we had some dumbasses on the 4th floor of our apartment complex on Saturday night. I say Saturday night. This was at 4 a.m. on Sunday morning. That woke me and like half of like our floor and the floor above us up by running around and banging on people's doors while playing, like blasting like hip hop music at like 4 o'clock in the morning, saying, "Hey, come take shots with us."
Oh my fucking god!
When I tell you I wanted to fucking punch their fucking heads in, I was fucking pissed. The thing is like the knocking didn't even wake me up because like, so I for those who didn't hear me explain this like the first time I talked about it on the podcast, my apartment that I live in, I'm like, my particular unit is lofted, so it's like me, my roommate next to me, and then there's like a spiral staircase and a floor above us that's connected, and like those two roommates of mine, and it connects to the 3rd and 4th floor. And so these people were up on the 4th floor, like across the hallway and one unit down, blasting music and like shouting. That woke me up. Like, not even them banging on the door of our apartment complex. I'm a floor below in my room, like a little bit down the hall, and their music was loud enough to wake me up. And then I hear them banging on the door saying, "Hey, come drink with us."
Oh my god.
It's fucking 4 o'clock in the morning. And I have like a problem when it comes to falling asleep. Like, it takes me like 2 or 3 hours to fall asleep after I've like woken up, or like if I'm awake. So after I woke up, I did not go back to sleep.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And I was just like, the people were messaging the group chat and shit. They're like, whoever the fuck is like waking up, or like whoever is like banging on my doors needs to stop. Like, I don't need you asking me if I want to take a shot. And my one of my roommates, Michael, he responded back. He's just like, "You want to get shot?" Like, he's like, "Lol, JK, but seriously, stop." And I'm like, "Yeah, whoever's on the 4th floor making that noise needs to shut the fuck up." And then I called them out in like the group me that we have for the apartment complex, because I heard the music still after they banged on our door and like walked off. I went outside and I found which apartment it was, and I messaged in the group me. I was like, "Whoever's in this unit number, shut the fuck up. Like, people are trying to sleep."
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, but safe to say, I kind of woke up on the wrong side of the bed Sunday morning, and I was just like super fucking pissy and just annoyed and like in a bad mood and tired all day. So like it was better like as the day went on, but then I got home and I realized like I needed to go to the gym still. I had homework to do, and I was already like about to fall asleep because I had been like working for like 8 hours.
Yeah.
So I was just like, nah, I can't play Halo tonight. I'm gonna fucking die.
Halo.
And then Halo Infinite. No, and then today, the reason why I'm fucking exhausted is because I had, one, I woke up this morning at 5:45 for a podcast, and somebody wasn't there.
Hey, yo.
No, I actually ended up falling back asleep after like 6:30.
Nice.
Thankfully, because I was tired enough to. But that, and then I had my personal training session. That was what did me in. Was my personal training session this morning.
Did she whoop that ass?
Yep. It was upper body day.
Oh, nice.
Fucking tired me out. I'm doing better though, making improvements. Like, she was just like, yeah, like you went through like the majority of our workouts, our exercises with more reps in like half the time today. So
hell yeah,
that was good.
Good job.
Yeah. So I was able to do more shit. I'm gonna pour some water over.
Man, he got the whole Brita. He got the whole fucking Brita out right now.
Yes, I do.
Glug, 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 glug.
I told you, bro. I'm fucking thirsty. I am like, so what I was telling Bane before the podcast, I literally like, I had class at 3:30, and it got out at like 4:50, 5 o'clock. I got up from this chair because it was a Zoom class, got back in bed, and fell asleep like immediately. And I woke up 30 minutes ago. We're currently recording this at like 10 o'clock at night. So
I am going to intervene for just a moment and say,
go ahead.
Are you recording?
Yes.
Okay, we didn't do a clap sync, but
we're
too far in now. I'm gonna have to work with it. I just wanted to double check and make sure that you were recording, because normally after you hit record, we do clap sync.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we could do one now.
No.
And then just like cut it out.
I'm not searching for it this far in. I'll just match it up to your lips, bro. I'm just...
Okay. Hey yo. Why he looking at my lips?
I have to do it every podcast. Fucking, The video definitely helps. I'll give it that.
Yeah. Well, now we're. Oh yeah, that's a good segue. We are going to be posting the video for the podcast every Sunday on the podcast YouTube. Now we'll be posting it at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Every Sunday after the episode is released on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all those platforms. So if you want to watch that, the link to that will be in the description. Episode 12? Is it 12 or
13 is on there right now.
Okay, so episode 13 is already up there, and episode 14 will be posted this Sunday after this goes out. I don't know the date off the top of my head, but yeah. Be sure to look out for that.
It's the 7th right now.
Today's the 7th, so 8th, 9th, 10th. The 10th is when we're posting this on Spotify, and then the following Sunday.
Yep.
Is when it'll be up on YouTube. So if you're interested, please feel free to check that out.
Good shit.
I'm having like heartburn and like congestion and like just trouble swallowing water right now.
Man, going
just
through it
not
right
having
now.
a good time. I really am. I'm struggling. I'm fighting for my life.
Fighting for my life, like we are on Instagram to gain more followers. What about that segue? What about that fucking segue? We got a tabbed out Instagram, all right. And if you a real OG, you'll go and follow that tabbed out Instagram.
Yes, sir. I think it's at tabbed out podcast. Yeah, at tabbed out podcast on Twitter. Or Twitter. Fuck, Instagram.
I think it's the same thing on
at
both.
Tabbed Out Podcast. I think it is. Oh, I think on Twitter it's like Tabbed Out Pod
Tabbed out.
instead of Tabbed Out Podcast.
Bod.
Podcast. Balo Infinite.
Balo. Fucking. Yeah, man. I'm not excited for work tomorrow. I don't want to talk about work. I don't want to. I don't want to get into it.
Why'd you bring it up?
It's like I'm dreading it. You know, it's like because tomorrow's truck day, so I've got to unload the whole truck.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So it's gonna be.
That ain't fun.
That's gonna be absolutely lovely. They got them off at 2 though.
Yeah, that's true. I was gonna bring up your business ventures and see how the app is coming.
Let me see. Okay, so I did. Let me double check real quick. I'll cut this part out. Let me double check, see if it's even been approved.
Okay. Well, while you're doing that, I'll explain for the audience. Bane is in the process of building a mobile game that he's going to be that it might have been released or not. He's checking right now. But he's in the process of building a mobile game called Bane Boy Runner. It's like I don't know how you would describe it. Like
it's just so it's actually it has not been approved yet to be on either the Google Play Store or the iOS store or whatever. I don't have an iPhone. I don't know what it's called.
It's called the App Store.
The App Store. There you go. It's not on there yet. It's not been approved through the whatever engine that I have to fucking build this shit through. But the first one, this is I say first one like there's going to be a multiple series of these things, but the game I made is called Bane Boy Runner. It's just a bare bones like running, collect points kind of game. This was just my first adventure into making a mobile game, learning a little bit of coding and shit like that. And this is like I said, it's just bare bones. Like there's no like I couldn't figure out how to make a leaderboard. I couldn't figure out how to add a market. So like the coins you collect, you could transfer and like purchase different skin colors for the runner and shit skins, like that.
Yeah,
I couldn't figure any of that out. So this is just bare bones to see if it'll even operate properly and all that stuff. So this is just it's just a little test. See how it goes.
It's cool. I saw him. He showed me. I was helping him do like the name or whatever, like the clip art for the name.
Yep.
And he showed me some like playthrough of it. It's like a little runner boy on. Well, I don't know if you want me to tell what it is.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
It's like a runner like running on Mars, and there's like some green aliens that you got to jump over, and there's like coins that you collect, and you're an astronaut. I think you are Bane Boy. You get to play Bane himself.
You get to play as me.
Oh my god! If you want to be Bane, if you want to be the OftenBane, keep an eye out for that in whatever app store you have for your mobile device. Do you know if it's going to be compatible for like tablets and stuff too?
I assume it'll be compatible for tablets because it's just basically the engine I built it off of is supposed to port it over to generally everything, or like whatever I tell it I want to port it to. So I just said Google Play Store. So anything that'll run like any 2 gigabyte game, because that's all the memory that it's going to use. Like
Okay.
it's tiny. Like it's fucking
Yeah.
I don't even think it's 2 gigs. I think I was under what it regulated me as. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's just it should run on pretty much anything. Like I can even it gave me the option to post it to like the Windows 10 Google Play Store, so you can play it on your fucking computer or yeah, shit like that. But I don't know. It's just the bare bones. I have a big idea for either like a mobile game or a PC game later on down the road. Once I get my feel for everything, I kind of want to make it like an over the shoulder shooter kind of game, like
Yeah.
like an adventure kind of thing. Um, but that's still deep in like development like that. Like
Yeah. It's down the
yeah,
line,
way
but
down
you
the line
got
because
some projects on the
I'm
mind.
still thinking up like the ideas for like a story and shit like that for it. So, but yeah,
It's cool.
eventually I want to dabble in that, get see where that goes.
That's very cool. That's very cool. Well, if you are listening to this and you want to download his game, if it is up or once it is up, we'll be sure to post a link to or the links to that on the tabbed out Twitter. So be sure to give that a follow, and you'll see a link to it there.
Hey yo,
Hey yo, pretty
I don't know.
fucking
So Google Play is weird. So it said that it could take 2 to 7 days to approve, and this would be day 3. That it's
mhm.
been waiting for approval, and I assume for the iOS thing, they didn't send me an email, so it might not even get posted to iOS. Unsure, but a lot of my
Yeah.
research told me, and the email that Google Play sent me that it could be 2 to 7 days. Yeah, iOS never emailed me back.
I would check with Apple because I know like with podcasts, like so for our podcast, right? You and this was the case for like any kind of like RSS feed. Whenever you're distributing some kind of media file, a lot of time you have to like make a creator portal like through their
Hmm.
platform. So like for Apple Podcasts, we had to go in and make a like Apple Podcast creator profile and like claim the game. It's like, oh yeah, this is this is our claim the podcast, say, like this is our podcast, like this is our episode, whatever, and then do the same thing with Google and like all the other podcast platforms except for Spotify.
Oh, and another thing.
So it's very possible you can do that with the game as well.
Yeah, for real. Also another thing. Anybody who like plays mobile games and knows that ads, everybody fucking hate ads, right? Well, actually doing
Mm-hmm.
all my research into this and actually making a mobile game, you have to have ads. You cannot take them out totally. They're there by default. But you can mediate the amount of ads you allow in the game. So I couldn't take them completely out of my game. So I literally have them. I only allowed them to post ads on the start screen and the death screen. Now there are other options where you can post it like as soon as you launch the game, ads will pop up, or as soon as like the tutorial ends, the ads will pop up, or while you're in game, you can do that. You can make ads pop up in the middle of your run.
That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it's another thing that I also learned that Google Play and iOS does not pay the creators for downloads. You
Hmm.
make zero on the download. The only revenue you make on a mobile game is through app or ad
Ad
interactions
revenue and in-app
or and
purchases.
in-app purchases. That's the only 2 ways that these people who make these games get paid because it is not based off downloads. Because like I remember when Among Us came to the mobile platform, everybody was like, because it quickly skyrocketed to being the most downloaded game like ever, and I was like, holy shit, those dudes must be like rolling in dough. They
Not a
not a
penny.
penny. They do not get paid a penny for downloads. It is like anytime you hit an X on an app, they make a fucking fraction of a penny. That is how you make your money when you
Yeah.
make the mobile app. If you choose that for a like a job or anything, just letting you guys know, you don't get paid for downloads because that's what I thought. I thought
Yeah.
like if like because that's what I went into it thinking was like if this game somehow or a game I make anytime in the future hits like 1 million downloads, I'll like make like $1,000 or some shit. No, that is
Mm-mm.
not how it is.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense to me just from this sort of prospect, like they're hosting your game on their servers like free of charge. So I can get why it's like they're not gonna pay you to download games off of the servers that they're hosting your game on for free. But at the same time, it's like, it is your content. Like people are using their platform or using their like devices in order to play those games, and it's like keeping them on the
Yeah.
devices, which is like the whole goal. I don't know. So you said they put the ads in. You're using
A broad term there.
a yeah. Well, what I was gonna say is like you're using a like an engine
Okay, so
that like builds mobile
yeah.
apps.
So
Is that
the engine that I use is called BuildBox. Hang on. The engine that I use is called BuildBox, and that is like a really bare bones. There's hardly any coding necessary at all. Actually,
mhm.
at face value, it doesn't look like if you just want to just make a bare bones game, you don't have to do any coding at all. Like there's templates, you just change the way they look, and that's a game. Um,
Okay?
yeah, so that's one way to do it. And through these engines, because a lot of people use Unity, and I'm going to eventually get Unity because that's where like the coding and all that shit really gets in depth, and that's what I want to learn. Um, these engines go off of they have these ad platforms that they use. So the ones that will be sent to the game that I made are like from some extension called like Adbox or something like that. And like so that's where the ads are going to come from that's going to be displayed on my game. But there's other ones like if you use Unity, you can pick like there's like 4 or 5 different ones that you could select. They're like, oh, I know this company pays more for ad revenue, so I'm going to select that one, that kind of thing. Well, the one that I use
That makes
only
sense.
has the one option.
Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah. That sounds kind of like how Anchor, our like podcast RSS feed provider, does their like internal monetization stuff, where it's like they you can set up um you can set up like a monetization account and like they'll send you ads or like place ads throughout your podcast. Like you don't really get to choose who it's from.
Yeah.
Um, that makes sense. I remember Unity. I think I actually used Unity one time when I was younger. Isn't it free
Yeah,
to
Unity
use?
Unity base value is free.
It's free to use. Yeah, I remember like I was like, God, I don't even remember how old I was. I think I was like maybe in middle school, and me and my older brother wanted to play like, or we were like we'd been playing like Gmod or Neverwinter. I think was the game we were playing at the time. And we were like, we want to make a game. So both of us just like hopped in Unity. We were like, oh, we're gonna make like we're like, oh, we're so creative. We're gonna make it like all mountainous and shit. Nah, it's hard. It's really hard to do like the like all that like the map building and
Hmm.
stuff. Then again, I mean that was what 10 years ago now. Jesus, I feel old.
No, same.
um, but like, yeah, I don't know. That's cool. That's cool. I'm happy you're doing all that. Do you think the little drawing tablet that you have is gonna help with that at
Yes, I
all?
do because when I do get Unity, I'm gonna have to like make my own assets and shit like that. And this my drawing tablet will really come in handy when I'm like sketching out shit to do like that to use as entities or
Yeah,
placeholders or shit like that. It'll definitely help.
that's cool. That's awesome. That's really cool.
I'm trying. I'm trying to make it out here, guys.
We out here trying to make it, bro. Trying to build us up.
Trying to
Um,
secure
well,
my bag.
I wanted to kind of go on a little off topic here. I mentioned on the last podcast that game Zenith VR, the MMORPG, and I was watching a video about it last night or the night before. And apparently it is actually released. It
Oh,
is released out on Oculus. I think it's an Oculus Quest exclusive as of right now. Oh my god, he eating the Popeyes biscuit.
it's a donut.
Oh, it looks like a biscuit
Oh,
from here. Oh
mm,
my god. Oh my god.
yeah.
But no, it has released on the Oculus Quest. It's like I think it's like $30. It's still like kind of beta-ish release, but it's like the game is still a little buggy from what I've seen. But I looked at the map size, like map wise, it's like the same size as New World.
Oh wow.
Like it's big, and I didn't realize how big that it was gonna be that big. Like for a VR MMORPG, like it's pretty freaking massive. Like yeah, but I was looking at it. It looks like it's interesting. There's like a multi-class system. There's two main classes. One's like a mage and one's like a dual sword wielder. But each individual class has four like subclasses. So you essentially have eight classes.
Nice.
And I mean, there's stamina stuff that you can get, like you can like glide around like you're fucking Superman or whatever, and like but that takes stamina, and you have to like collect stamina crystals in order to like increase your stamina threshold. And you can basically climb up any like vertical surface on the map, which is pretty cool. Nice. There's like different interactive stuff throughout the map for like quests and all that. And there's like, I don't know, I saw some gameplay footage of people like fighting. There's like different movements you can do that trigger combos on when you're like fighting enemies, and like the enemies have like spells that they cast over certain areas. It looks pretty interesting. From the channel that I watched it on, I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. There are these VR exclusive YouTube channel. They do like a bunch of reviews on VR like hardware, VR games, and that kind of stuff. And the lady who did this video was saying like she'd been addicted to it ever since, like, because they've been playing it since alpha, and they've been like playing it nonstop for like probably a few weeks. And it's just like the whole time I'm listening to this, I'm just like, SAO. Like I can see it happening.
Nice.
It's like you're literally you're one step away. You just got to get that like the physical like interaction there, and then you have SAO.
It's getting there. It's getting there. I give it, like I said, like 2 episodes ago, I give 10 years. We'll get our full dive system.
Yeah, absolutely. If not sooner, man. I don't know. I'm excited for it. It'll be interesting to see how it goes, because we have like the haptic suits already, like they have in like Ready Player One. Like they exist. They're not like widely available. I think you can only get them for like those like VR like studios that you can go to, where like you can use them in the business, and that's it.
Yeah.
But it'll get there soon. It'll be interesting. It'll be cool to see the world that they'll build with VR, because I think it will, especially with like metaverse stuff. I think it will end up being kind of like Ready Player One, where there's like just like this whole universe in VR that has like multiple like games and like different areas within the universe itself. I don't know. It'll be cool to see. It'll be interesting. I'm like that video got me hyped for it. I honestly might get it. I might get Zenith. We'll see. I have a lot of games I need to play, so I'm gonna wait. I know I said last week that I was gonna do Dark Souls stream. That didn't end up happening. That was not my fault this time, because I was like, I promised Miguel that he could come over, and like he's been really wanting to watch it with me, but he had a busy week, so he was just kind of unavailable all week last week. So maybe this week, depending on what's going on with him, but we'll see.
I'll give you that one
soon.
I won't be mad at you for that one, because we were waiting on Shmeat for that one. So
yeah,
I'm not mad. I'm not gonna bring it up. I'm not gonna say, well, you didn't fucking stream.
Even though I did say I was gonna stream last night too, but I didn't.
You did say that. I was hyped, man. I was gonna watch it on my way home. I was gonna put it on my fucking the screen in my car.
Yeah, man, I was just fucking tired, bro. Because I left, like I said, like I woke up at 4. I didn't fall back asleep. I think I left for work at like 10, and I just like did Uber Eats till like 7.
Damn.
So I was basically just driving around for like 8-9 hours, and then I get home, and then I'm like, oh. Like, I walked through this door, and, like, it hit me. I was like, I still got a quiz, a comprehension set for my philosophy class, and I got to go to the gym, and I was supposed to stream in 2 hours.
Yikes.
And just this, like, wave of exhaustion hit me. I was like, fuck that.
Going to bed.
No. I'm going to sleep.
I'm finna give that pillow some head.
I'm tired. Exactly, bro. Exactly.
God damn. Albedo.
I was gonna say your shirt kind of reminds me of like Overlord.
Ayo.
It's just because of like the skull dude.
Ayo.
That you got on it, yeah.
Fucking love this shirt. So I'm gaining mass faster than like I could gain clothes. So I'm at that point where like all my cool clothes that I've accumulated over the years don't fit me anymore. So I'm giving them to Joe or giving them to Jasmine's brother. And I'm like, it's like hurts my heart, dude, because like it's so much drip that I'm just giving these fuckers for free, and I'm just like,
bro, don't give it to him, bro. Use that as motivation to hit the gym.
Well, see, it's not just that. I'm getting taller.
What the fuck?
I'm getting taller. Because like
Bane,
I need to stop, man. Because I put one of my shirts on the other day and it fit fine everywhere else, but like the length, like it was just fucking. It was like a crop top on me, and I was like, this 2 years ago, this fit me fine. I mean, I get it. I've gained like 100 pounds since graduation, but like, come on, man.
Oh man. Oh, that's so sad, bro. Bane, if you're growing taller, that's ridiculous. Bane is 6'4" already, and he's growing again.
Well, like, you see, Jesus Christ. I graduated high school at 6'2", so I've already grown 2 inches in since 2015.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I think I've maybe grown like half an inch since like I graduated high school, which was like 2018. Maybe like because every time I see my mom, she's just like, you look taller, even though I like don't think I've really grown since like junior year of high school, which is what 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know that like some people like they say that like you can continue to grow till you like around 25, like you can have like a last minute growth spurt around that age, but like I'm good, bro.
Already.
I crossed that 6 foot threshold, and I'm saying I'm good.
I'm done.
I'm tall enough.
I'm taller than 6 foot. I'm in the 6 foot club.
Yep.
It's so fucking. I hate being the tallest person around, man. And it's like everywhere I go, I am. Because like at work, I'm the tallest fucking person. When I'm around Jasmine's family, I am by far the tallest fucking person.
Yeah.
They're all really fucking short. And because like the Jasmine's the tallest person in the family. She's only like 5'7".
Jeez.
Yeah. Like, oh, dude, Jasmine's sisters are tiny. Jasmine's mom is tiny. The only one that's the same height. Or actually, I think Brendan's got taller. Jasmine's brother, he might be 6 foot. He might be like 5'9". No, like 5'10", 5'11". But he's getting there. Okay. And like my family, I'm the tallest fucking person, and it's just like I'm a skyscraper ahead of every fucking body. And everywhere I go, like when I go to my uncle's house, he's like, "Oh, next time I get in an argument, I need to fucking bring you. You'll just scare him." And I'm like, "Come on, man. I'm not dangerous."
I relate to this. I relate to this a lot. I've had this issue since I was in high school. I remember there was one kid. I want to say it was my junior or my senior year. He was like one of the freshman like trumpet players in the band, and like I was with like some of my people who were in my class, like my friends from band, and like they were talking to us, like this one freshman was talking to us, and they were like, Jacob, you're kind of intimidating. I'm like, fucking what? Me? And I'm like, yeah. And like everybody else, like all my friends were like, Jacob, intimidating? What the fuck? No, he's just like a big old teddy bear. Like. But like I feel you on that. Like my family, I'm taller than pretty much everybody. I think everybody in my family. I don't think that there's a single person that I'm shorter than in my family right now. My 2 younger brothers are probably going to be taller than me. Like my one of my younger brothers, he has like I think he has larger feet than I do and has had larger feet than I do, and he's like about to start high school.
What size shoe do you wear?
9.5, 10.
What?
Yeah. I got it's a Scott family thing. We all have like really narrow and like small feet.
This man. You know how hard it is. You know how fucking hard it is to find a pair of shoes, bro. I fucking wear a size 13, man.
Jesus.
It is so fucking hard to find a fucking pair. They're like, oh, the biggest size we have in store is like 11. And I'm like, so I've got to order shoes and have them fucking sent here and hope they don't get stole off my front porch like it's happened in the past.
Oh, that's horrible.
Anytime they see a goddamn like a Journeys box or a Nike's box, somebody fucking yoinks it, even though they can't fucking wear it.
They think it's like some Jordans or something.
I've never owned a pair of Jordans in my life. I never will. None. It just don't look good on me, man.
Yeah, no, not my kind of thing.
I remember.
No, I've been fortunate. I've never had to deal with that. I've only ever had to deal with like being in awkward like pant sizes. Like I need like a 31 in like length, but like they don't sell that like anywhere. It's always like a 30 or a 32. So I either have to have like baggy pants or like pants that ride up my ankle. Like
I'm at a 34 for length anyway, and then like they don't make I'm like a 34, 36, or 38. Just depends on the pants. Mm-hmm. But like because it depends on the pants, like I could like either look like a pole or have a banging ass. There's two. There's no in between. Look, there's nothing that just fits great. It's either I have cake or I look like a door.
I know exactly what you mean. I hate it so much, man. That's why I wear like a lot of time. I'll just wear like sweatpants, because like sweatpants just like fucking it don't matter. It don't matter.
If I'm not at work, I'm wearing sweatpants, and I actually
I'll wear sweatpants when I work, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Well, you're in a car. I'm fucking dealing with customers.
Yeah,
like Jasmine actually got me a pair of like what the fuck are they? Like Champion fucking sweatpants. You know, like and like they're like black, so I wear them to work. Because I'm like, damn, it's a comfortable day, man. I ain't got to worry about pulling my pants up, pulling them down, because nothing's properly made for tall people.
No, they don't. Like, and like it's really irritating. Like when you go to like the stores, because like you go to like there's like the normal people clothes section and like the normal men clothes section, where it's like the largest sizes are like pant legs are like 32, 34. Mm-hmm. And it's like I need like 30, either like a 31 or a 33 in length, depending on the pant brand. But then like all of the sizes are awkward, like the fitting's really weird, it just doesn't fit you properly, so you're like, okay, maybe I'll go to the big and tall section, see what they have there. And then they got like fucking like 44 like length pants, and it's like, who wears these? Like there's no way they can have a whole section of the store devoted to like Shaq length pants. I don't fucking understand how you can do this. It's just so irritating, man. Being tall. I mean, I'll like, I can't complain too much because I do like being tall. Yeah. I like being a tall guy, but it does have its downsides. Like if you go anywhere that's like not your home, showers suck.
Oh my fucking
the fucking shower head. The shower heads are like a foot below your head, and you have to like lean over like halfway toward the wall. I've hit my head on the wall before in like hotels and stuff because I've had to like lean over so far to get my hair in the water, man.
Oh man, I remember our first apartment we went and checked out. Like my first apartment, they took us to one, and I immediately went to the shower. Mm-hmm. But like the leasing lady's giving us the whole tour and everything, and I'm like, fuck you. I go to the fucking shower and I look, shower head down here. Not gonna work. I was like, you got one with a taller shower head? She was like, you are pretty tall. Hang on, we'll take you to one of the C buildings. And we went to the C building, and there was one that we seen, and it was this motherfucker was on the roof. It was so good, man. It was was up there. Jasmine couldn't even reach it when she was in the shower. It was so fucking good. I set that so much right where I want it and let it rain on me.
That's so nice. Oh, that's so nice. I've experienced that one time. I went to Breckenridge, Colorado, my senior year for spring break with a buddy of mine. Like his parents had a house up there, and they had a rain shower, and oh my god, it's a spiritual experience. Like you don't have to lean down. You just stand there. And the water come over you. Man.
I wish I had a spiritual experience with one of those, because our first house we had, Jasmine had me install one in the shower. The shower head was not where it should have been for someone my stature, but she insisted, get a rain shower head. We'll put a rain shower head in there. It'll be great. Motherfucker beaming me in the fucking face. It was not. It was not great.
No, you get a rain shower and then you put it on the ceiling, so it's like rain, not like.
Motherfucker was beaming me right in the fucking face, homie.
When I moved here, my dad gave me this like extender for like your shower head, like the spigot that comes out the wall. Yeah. They actually sell these like S-shaped extenders that go up a foot. I thankfully actually didn't end up needing it, because like the showers here are actually decently tall. Like I still have to lean down, but I just have to do this. Like I don't have to like lean forward with my whole body. But yeah, like I'm gonna be keeping that. I'm gonna keep that with me for the rest of my life. Anytime I move to an apartment or like a house eventually, like I'm gonna have that shit with me. I need it.
Me and Jasmine are in the workings of getting a house built. And I swear to God, that's the one. I don't care how much it cost extra. I am getting ceiling mounted fucking shower heads that are just right down on top of my head. None of this out of the wall shit. I want it out of the ceiling. That's what I want. I have to have it.
Are you getting the other tall boy wish, the big bathtub? Y'all gonna do that too? Yeah.
See, that's how I got around with our first house with that fucking shower being lower, is that it also had a big jacuzzi tub in it.
Oh.
This
I be in the shit every day, bro.
This is before I even started talking to you, because I actually started talking to you at our second house. It was great. Wasn't what I wanted, but that first house, that big ass jet tub. And I could actually get in it. It was meant for 2 people, but it fit my big ass. Oh,
yeah, I know what you mean, man. It's another one of these for people who are what's the word? Vertically challenged. That's the phrase. Yeah,
Miguel.
Anybody who's yes, like Miguel. If you're vertically challenged, you may not understand this problem, but normal bathtubs for people that are 6'1" or 6 foot, around there, you don't fit. I can't lay down in a bathtub. They don't exist. Yeah. They're even jacuzzi tubs. I'll sit in them and be deep enough to where my whole body, I could lay my legs flat. But you can't lay down. You can't relax.
You can't lay down in that bitch.
It don't happen.
It's just not.
It doesn't happen. No, I don't fit. I take up the bathtub.
Exactly.
There's no room for water, bro.
Fucking. Oh man. Yeah, it's just fucking rough for tall people, man.
Yeah.
Nobody loves us.
Out here, man.
Nobody loves us.
No one loves us.
And
I remember. Oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead. I'll come back to this one. It's still about tall people, so if you're going to change the subject, let me get to it first.
No, I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't. I was going to talk about tall people too. I was going to say when I was 15, this was around the time. I think this was right when I hit 6 foot. I went to Peru for 2 weeks, summer after my sophomore year of high school. And the thing about people in Peru is that Peruvians are very short. Most of them are around the height of 5, max 5'4", 5'5". So all of their everything is built for people that are that height. Their doorways, their desks, their chairs and tables that they have at restaurants. Everything is built for people who are 5'5". At the time I was fucking 7 inches taller than that. So, I'm walking through this country, and it's every doorway I go through, I'm having to step sideways, lean down a foot, and stick my head through to try to get in there. The toilets are they're half the size I need them to be, man. Oh, it's the worst. The fucking the beds. Oh, I remember we stayed at this hotel the first week that we were in Lima. And the bed, they were yeah, it's a full size bed. Nah, that ain't a full size bed. That's a twin. my knees hang off the edge, bro.
God.
It was bad.
God damn.
Yeah, it was rough, man.
See, the house I grew up in was an old family house. The house I grew up in, as it stands right now, is 120 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, my great grandfather built it.
Very cool.
Yeah, and it's ancient, right? And most of the front door is big enough for me to get into. My old bedroom door was big enough for me to get into, but the hallway into the kitchen door and the bathroom door come to here. For audio listeners, at my nose, I have to get in that bitch. I have to shrink down and get into. I grew up there. I lived there for 18 fucking years.
Nah,
it was not, terrible. The bathroom, the kitchen door was fine. It come to my head, right, right to my top of the crown of my head. That's where I could just perfectly slide through there. But the bathroom door to my nose, bro, almost to my fucking lip. Gotta get up in there. It was terrible. Everything else was fine. It's just, I don't know if my great grandfather got lazy when he built the fucking place and said, you know what, this fucking door, bro, cut it way down here. But that was an experience, because I've seen pictures of him and shit like that, because when he built the house, of course, he took pictures of it, and he was standing there with his wife and all that shit. He was short. He was a little man. and his wife was shorter than him. And it's just like, because like you can actually look at this, you can actually Google this if you're interested in this topic. The average height of humans is getting taller. It's going up, and it's actually going up really, really quickly. Like the average height for like a full-grown adult male in like 1890 was like 5'4" or some shit like that. Like that was average, and now the average height is like 5'8" to 5'11" or some shit like that. Like that's a big turnout, and it's just fucking wild, man.
Yeah, tall people problems, bro.
We're slowly becoming giants.
We're slowly becoming giants, bro. We're gonna be the fucking boys from Attack on Titan. The big old
colossal titans.
The big old colossal titans, bro, yeah.
Me walking to my dad's house to visit. God damn.
Nah, I mean, I kind of touched on this a second ago. Like, in terms of my family, like, I don't think I can think of like maybe some people on like my great uncle's side, like on my dad's side of the family, that are like around my height. There's like maybe one or two people that are like my height or taller, but the rest of the family is like either like sub 6 foot. Like my dad, I think my dad like at his tallest was like 5'11". I think he's like kind of shrunk. Like
old people shrink
now. He's not that old. He's in his 40s.
Oh, I mean, because my dad shrunk.
Yeah,
and my dad's in his 40s. Because like,
but
go ahead.
Oh yeah, but like my great grandfather, he was the one like that. All of us got like our tall genes from like my great grandfather before he started shrinking was like 6'2", 6'3", and then it skipped a generation. Actually, skipped 2 generations because my grandfather is I think he's I want to say like 5'10", 5'9" or so. My dad, like I said, is like 5'10", 5'11", around there, and me, I'm 6'1". I was like, when I was growing up, they were saying like, yo, you're gonna be 6'5". So hopefully I don't have another like 4-inch growth spurt in the next 4 years, because that's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like the rest of my family is like real. I don't want to say real short, but I mean, my mom's like 5'5", maybe.
Right.
Maybe 5'5".
My mom's about the same fucking height, like 5'4", 5'5".
Yeah.
And her mom is shorter than her. But it's the same exact thing with my family with the skipping height generation. Because like my great grandfather was short. I don't know his exact height. He was long gone before I was even a thing. But my grandfather, my dad's dad, Roger Sr., is 6'2". And then my dad was 5'10". Now he's like 5'9". He's shrinking because he's older. And then I'm fucking 6'4".
6'4".
I'm like, and it's like my brother, he's stopped growing. He might be right at the cusp of 6 foot. Like if he's right fucking there, if anything.
Yeah.
Like just barely making it. And then
it's like a poot away.
Yeah, and our little sister's gonna be taller than him. I hate to tell him, but Samantha's gonna be way taller than him. She might get to my height. She's really tall for her age. She's only like 13, and she's almost as tall as Jasmine.
Yeah, that's about my little brother, or one of my little brothers. He is like as tall as my mom now, and he's like just starting. I want to say he's just starting or he's like halfway through 8th grade now. So he's going to be in high school next year. And I think he's around there. I think he's around like 5'5" or so.
Yeah,
I don't know. It'll be interesting. I wonder if that's like actually like a thing where like height genetics like skip a generation. Hey, yo, Bane disappeared.
I dropped my pen I was playing with.
Oh my god, is that Shmeat?
I always play with something, but I don't drop it, and either like my mini figurines, which are still boxed up. You're lucky I'd be playing with those, but I got my my art pad pen I was fucking with.
Oh, gotcha. No, I'm curious to see if like the whole like height skipping a generation thing is actually like a legitimate like thing like in biology. Because that means our kids are going to be fucked.
Yeah, like...
our kids going to be short as hell.
Yeah, because they got Jasmine's family's short genes in them. So...
Yeah.
I don't know, man. They say Mason's going to be tall. And Mason being my oldest, who people who don't know. Mason is going to be 4 in April. I got another news for April later on. But Yeah, he's they say he's going to be tall. He's tall for his age. I say that. But being like my height when he's my age, I don't know. I think he's going to be a little bit shorter than me.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's
I don't
always that
know.
I don't know factor, because when I was up until sophomore year, I was only like 5'5". And then yes,
Really?
the summer after my sophomore year to junior year, I jumped up from like 5'7" to 6 foot tall
Gee,
over
yeah,
the
that's
summer. And it actually had
yeah.
damage on my body. My rib cage didn't grow fast enough, so one side was lower than the other until I graduated. Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, I had a similar experience. Mine was a little earlier on. I had my growth spurt in middle school because I started. I remember I started middle school. I was 4'9" when I was in sixth grade. Yeah, 4'9" when I was in sixth grade. By the time I like went to high school, by the time like I started my freshman year of high school, I was 5'11".
Damn.
I grew over a foot in like 2 years. I remember when I was in seventh grade, there was a 2 week period where I grew an inch in 2 weeks, and that was like the most like painful experience
Yeah.
I've ever had
Goddamn
in
growing
my
pains.
life. Yeah.
Them pains in
They're
your
so bad.
shins. Ooh.
Yeah. The growing pains are the worst. That week, man, I was like, I remember like the week I had experienced that, like I was just like, I'd go to bed every night, like I'd be laying down in bed and just like crying because it just hurt so freaking bad, man. I was it was rough.
And there's like nothing you could
It was
fucking do
really
about
rough.
it, you know?
No, it's just like my dad was like, drink some milk.
Yeah.
I'm like, what that gonna do? Like, thanks, Dad. I guess I'll get the calcium for my bones. I mean, it's whatever. Hope that's why I'm saying, like, I'm hoping I'm not gonna be 6'5" because I got 4 years until like I'm supposed to like be like there's no chance of me growing anymore. Yeah. I'm 6'1". I don't want to go through that again. Those pains hurt.
We were talking,
like,
we were talking about this
too
at
much.
work the other day, because like of course I'm taller. I'm the biggest person that works at the same place. Everybody else is short and
Yeah.
smaller, and like they always make me do the heavy lifting and shit. And I'm just used to it at this point. And one of the people who work there is the general manager actually. She's 4'9", right? Yeah, she's itty bitty.
Yeah.
little Lauren. Shout out to her. She's super cool. And she's like, "Do you ever get tired of doing all the heavy lifting?" And I'm like, "No, I mean, I'm used to it at this point." And she was like, "I just don't want you to like think it's like a guy girl thing." And I was like, "No, it's nothing to do with that. I know that it's a biology thing, because like the male body is built to carry more weight externally, like in your arms, and the female body is meant to carry more internal weight. That's why their hips are wider and our hips are narrower, so that we can triangulate the ground with our legs and carry more.
Mm-hmm.
Theirs would be more of a square box, and it's not good for carrying shit." And she was like, "I like the way you think." And I was like, "I'm a lot smarter than you think I am. I'll have you know, I got into Belmont College. I didn't get to go, but I got accepted."
I'm also a fucking giant, so I know.
I'm fucking tall as shit.
Yeah, it was funny. My personal trainer, when I like the first thing she said to me, or like one of the first things she said to me when I met her, like this was like a couple of weeks ago. I walk in and she's pretty short. I don't know how tall she is. Like it's hard for me to gauge. I think I want to say she's like closer to like the 5 foot range. But I remember like walking in and I'm just like, "Hi, like, are you?" I won't say her name, but like I was like, "Hey, are you so and so?" And she's just like, "Yeah, you're Jacob, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "You're a lot taller than I thought you were gonna be." And she's like, she's sitting there like looking up at me. I'm like, "Yeah." Yeah, I had that happen in high school too. There was one time in particular, like this is the only time anything like this has happened to me, but I remember I was walking to class and I hear someone call my name like from behind me, and I turn around and look and I'm like, ain't no one there. So I turn back around and then I hear it again and it's like right behind me. And I look around, I'm like, fucking what? And then I feel like a tap on my chest. I look down. there's like this 4'11" girl that I knew from band. She's like, you really gotta look down to notice me.
God damn.
Like, yeah. My bad.
It be like that though. We can't help it.
It really do.
I got my mom and Jasmine also say the same shit. Like when I'm looking for something, like I've lost, like, oh, where's my vape? Or like, where's the TV remote or something? I have Lighthouse Syndrome, where I look for everything at my fucking level, but everything is way the fuck down here.
Oh my god.
You've never put a name to it, have you?
No, I've never thought about this. Oh, this makes so much sense. I lose shit so often. Like my wallet and like my oh my god.
Yep.
You've just blown my mind.
Yeah,
like, because anytime I get home, I always like put my keys on like my desk or my nightstand, and like all of them are like, they're like at like waist height. So I'm like, I'm not, when I'm looking around, I'm not like automatically looking for like,
yeah.
Oh, I don't know why I've never thought about that. That's crazy.
Lighthouse Syndrome. That's what my mom started calling it.
I've never heard that before. That's hilarious. I gotta remember that.
Fucking
damn. Yeah.
Like, hey, if you look down, exactly. It's right fucking there.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why my mom always found my shit so easily, because she was eye level with it. Hey, she'd be pissed if I ever said that to her though. She whooped my ass. Oh, that's hilarious. Damn. That's funny.
Hell yeah, man. I'm glad I could expand your mind.
Oh, you did, bro. You fucking blew my mind.
I'm fucking sweating right now. What the hell is going on?
Are you really? It's February, bro. Are you sweating?
It's 69 in the house. I might be drunk.
Hey, yo. Nice.
Nice.
Oh my god. He's taking his shirt off. He's taking his cock out. I want to see what temperature it is here where I am. Oh, it's okay. It's 41 outside here.
Oh, it's like 32 here.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's 39 inside is what you're saying. Gotcha.
Yeah, 69 inside, 30 some odd outside.
Yeah. We had our freeze, our Texas freeze last week.
Shut down the state?
No, not really. Well, not like central. Somewhat. There were 70,000 homes without power in the whole state.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, we're in a state of like, fucking 20-30 million people, but
that's still a lot of people.
I mean, yeah, no, it is. I'm just saying,
really
like,
out here
compared to last year.
Really out here for the greater good, like Thanos. There's only 70,000 people. They'll be fine.
Compared to last year, that's not that bad. However, I don't want to say that like we're not going to have another freeze this year, because that's what happened last year. Last year was we had like exactly so far like what's happened this year. It was like two or 3 days of just like cold, like freezing weather and rain, and then it was a week of like 50s, maybe like low to mid 60s, and then just like snow, and whole state shuts down. And so far we had our 2 to 3 days of freeze. That was like last Thursday and Friday. This week it's going to be in the 60s, 50s to mid 60s, like highs. So my bet is that either it's just not going to get cold again for the rest of the year, or within the next like week or two, we're going to have like a massive freeze like we did last year, which is going to fucking shut down the state.
Since it's been like 2 weeks. I mean, it's been getting cold at night because it's nighttime. But since our last snow, which was about 2 weeks ago, ever since then it's been like 50s to like really high 40s here. So I think our winter's pretty much done. Normally, because it's Tennessee, everything is drastic, like week to week. Like it could be 70 1 week, next week it's going to be freezing cold, it's sleeting, the fucking interstates are stopped and shit like that. But we've been on a 2 week high 50s. I think our winter's done. And I'm kind of sad about it. I wanted another big snow like we got earlier. Yeah, that was earlier this year. I'm not going to say it was last year, but I wanted another real deep snow, because now we have a fenced-in backyard, and I can just let the kids go.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sure that would be great.
Go.
I don't know. I wanted another snow. Like the whole, the state shutting down sucks, but like it's nice. I like snow.
I do too.
I like the cold weather. I like the winter, but I'm not giving up hope that it'll happen again this year, just because Texas winter is fucking weird. Like it doesn't start till like January. Like we'll get like some cold temperatures in December, but like for the most part we won't have any kind of like freezing temperatures until like end of December through mid-February.
It's the same here, because like it was t-shirt weather on Christmas.
Yeah, like, same. Well, no, I was up in Tyler, so I don't
We
know
got
what it
hiccups.
was. No, no.
Yeah, it's weird here, man. But like I love it. Like I couldn't get away from it. I just how drastic the weather changes, and it's just the area, the climate. I like it here.
Yeah, Texas climate. That's one thing that I can't stand, man.
Yeah,
Because like,
I've been to Texas, man, and it's just like coming from because we have humidity. I'll give it that. Like it's dense
nah.
here. Like the heat hit different because like I've been here my whole life, and it was like it's like a wet heat. You know what I'm saying? Like it
hmm
like takes your breath away. And then
hmm
I've been to Texas in the summer, and like it's just fucking dry, hot.
Yeah.
Like it's like your thermostat will say like 110, but it don't
Nah.
feel like 110. You know what I'm saying? Like
You bacon.
yeah, it's a there's a drastic difference in this like pressure difference. You get all fucking meteorologist here, but like
Mhm.
with the fucking the humidity level because it's like it drops to like from here in the summer from like 60 to 90% going there to 0 to 10. It's just like fucking it's different. It's like it's
Well,
a dry heat, you know.
yeah. Well, it depends on where you are in Texas as well, because you haven't experienced like the Houston Galveston area, like East Texas or Southeast Texas, I guess. Because I think when you came to Texas, you came to like Central Texas, like in the
Central. I
Fort
went
Hood
through.
area.
Yeah, I went to Fort Hood. That's where I went.
Yeah, yeah. So Fort Hood is like, for those of you who don't know, is like in basically like north. It's about an hour, maybe two north of Austin, which is just like quote unquote Central Texas. It's pretty flat, very dry, very arid there. If you go a little further south, like to Austin, that's when you're gonna start getting like the humid heat. But then you go to Houston. Houston built on a swamp, so Houston's like that Florida summer, but it's like hot, like hotter.
Yeah.
It's like 110, but it's also like 100% humidity, and you walk outside and you're just sticky and
Ooh.
like hot. And they got those quarter size mosquitoes. They have those there. I lived in Galveston for a year, and literally like it was my freshman year of college, and they had literally like there's photos there of these mosquitoes that are like these literally the size of like a quarter. They're that fucking big, landing on your face, fucking sucking your blood, man. Is yeah, I don't know. But to go back to what I was saying, like Texas weather, just like that's one of my biggest issues with Texas. Is like that's one of the reasons why eventually I do want to move out. Is like I want to go to like another state because I want seasons. Like I'm tired of like 110-degree summers for like 3 months, and then we have like 2 weeks of winter, and then it's back to fucking summer again within a month. Like I wanna wear this. I wanna wear this hoodie for like more than a couple weeks. I wanna wear pants and like be comfortable for more than like a couple
Y'all
months.
need to move here. Anybody, I'm telling you this right now. I know a lot of people from Texas who live in Tennessee now, and they much prefer Tennessee. I'm just saying. I'm just stating that.
That's fair. That's
Because like
fair. I
my friend,
feel mixed about
my
it.
friend Justin is from Austin, like you,
Okay.
and he loves it here. His mom, I think, still lives in Austin. His dad lives in Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
He does a lot of traveling for work, and he's somewhere over there. I don't know, but he said he much prefers it here because the weather is better. There's a lot more shit to do,
Yeah.
and like
And in Austin. That's surprising.
and we're not as strict. Like there's a lot of shit in Tennessee, man. Like Tennessee,
That's fair.
it's fucking. I love it here. For
I
the
feel
most
like
part, Tennessee State Troopers, go fuck yourself, man. You guys are
fair.
the like it's like you just see like when you walk outside on your front porch and there's like a fucking red wasp and shit, and it just ruins your whole day and you're like fuck it, I'm not going outside, I'm going back in. That's like seeing one of these fucking black and orange cars parked on the side of the interstate. You're like, God damn it, if
Dude,
I'm going one over the speed limit, they are going to pull you over.
that's what's nice about Texas is we have this like unspoken like law that's like they can't pull us all over. So as long as we're all going 80 on the highway, then they can't do anything.
Oh, that's one thing I
Oh,
did like about
it's
Texas.
so nice.
Is
It's so nice.
y'all's interstate speed limits are 80. or at least where I was.
Well, it depends on where. Yeah, because like if you're going through like the Austin San Antonio corridor, the speed limit like goes from like 60 to 70. If you're like in like northeast Texas, basically anywhere like north and like east of Austin, you'll have those like 80.
Yeah, it was like 80 and 85. I was like, that's dope as fuck. Everywhere here it's 70.
You'll see. No, the whole like the whole thing about like everybody driving 80 miles an hour though, that's like in 60 mile an hour areas. Yeah. It's just like everybody does it, so what the fuck are the police gonna do? They ain't gonna pull everybody over. I've driven on a highway before going like 80 in the fast lane when it's like the speed limit's 60, and I've had state troopers fucking fly by me going like 90, 100 miles an hour, not even with their lights on. They're just like cruising. They're just vibing, doing what they're doing. And that's just like that's what people do. Like I've noticed it a lot, especially since I started like working for Uber Eats like in the area that I'm in, because I'm right off of I-35, which is like the central like big interstate through Texas that goes all the way up to like Kansas. Like I'll be, you know, sitting there like in like the left-hand lane, the speed limit like through our area is like 60. So I'm in the left lane. I'm going 80 miles an hour because, you know, it's like, that's like the acceptable thing. I'll have a fucking big old like lifted truck behind me tailgating me. I'm going 20 over. I'll get over, and a man just flies by me going like 100 with like 3 cars behind him matching his speed.
I'll never forget this. We were leaving and we had just got on the interstate, and it was 80, and I was
leaving Texas.
Yeah, leaving Texas. Speed limit was 80, and I was letting Jasmine drive. She was taking the first shift because we had a 16-hour drive ahead of us. She took the first shift because she likes to go fast. She was doing anywhere from 85 to 90. And this old, beat down, fucking box body Chevy blows past it. I'm talking like the fucking the bed on this motherfucker was falling off.
Picture it, bro.
It was this motherfucker looked like it was held together with zip ties. It was bad, and this motherfucker blew past us doing 120, just getting on the way. And I was like, motherfucker, man, that man, he has like no fear.
No, that's just normal, bro. That's how it is when you live in Texas and like you commute for work. Like if you have to like go to another city for like work, like I know in Tennessee it's like what, you have to drive like an hour to get from where you are to like Nashville or whatever.
From here, since I've moved, I'm closer to Nashville. About 30 minutes.
Okay. About 30 minutes. Okay. So in Texas, it takes an hour to get from one side of Austin to the other. That's how like spread out everything is. And the nearest major city is, I guess technically it's San Antonio, which is about 2-hour drive south. If you're going to Houston, which is like one of the largest cities, I think the largest population city in the state, that's 3.5, 4-hour drive just to get to the city. And then if you want to get across Houston, it's an 1.5-hour drive. Plus, like, if you're trying to go to like Galveston, which is on the other side of Houston, that's another like 45 minutes.
Hell no.
So everybody drives fast because it's like, if I want to get where I need to go and I want to get there fast and like in a quote unquote timely manner, I got to drive 90 on the highway the whole way there.
Hell nah. Got me fucked. The only thing I'm driving 3.5 hours for is fucking Gatlinburg, and that's on the opposite side of the fucking state. It's like,
yeah, I could drive 3.5 hours any direction from where I am now, and I would still be another 3 hours away from any border.
See, so
from the closest border.
I am in the middle of Tennessee, dead center.
Mm-hmm.
So if I go 3 hours one way, I'm going through Memphis that way. And if I go 3 hours the other way, I'm getting into the Carolinas. If I go an hour and a half north, I'm getting into Kentucky.
Nah. If I drive, so from Austin, because Austin is like the center of Texas. Yeah. If I drive 3 hours east, I'll maybe make it to Houston if I'm driving fast enough. If I drive 3 hours north, I'll be maybe on the outskirts of like Dallas. Maybe if I drive 3 hours west, I'm like halfway to El Paso.
Got me fucked up.
If I drive south, I'm maybe halfway to Mexico.
That's why like we get out to do shit more, because like I got a 30-minute drive to Nashville. I can go to the boardwalk and fucking have a good old time, get drunk as fucking Nashville, and fucking go see a fucking country music singer sing his fucking heart out on top of a building somewhere, and then 30-minute drive home. and it's just done.
No,
that's all.
No, see,
the whole day.
I live in San Marcos, which is like there's like this like corridor on I-35 called like the Austin San Antonio corridor, and it's kind of becoming like kind of like the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex, because there's like a bunch of like small cities between Austin and San Antonio. There's, if you're going south, it's Buda, San Marcos, New Braunfels, and then San Antonio. And I live in San Marcos, which is like right in the middle. And it's like a lot of people consider San Marcos to like basically be a part of Austin. But in order to drive from where I am up to where my parents live in North Austin, it's like an hour if I leave in the morning when there's no cars. If I leave from here during rush hour traffic, I'm going to get there in an hour and a half or so.
You're talking about a metroplex. We've got like here where I'm at, from Nashville south is basically one whole fucking city.
Yeah, you've explained this to us before on the I don't know if you remember the episode where we did like us trying to name the Tennessee cities.
Oh yeah. Because like Nashville connects into Lebanon, Nashville, then Lebanon connects into Smyrna, Smyrna connects into Murfreesboro, Lebanon. It also connects into Franklin and fucking Columbia. And then after Murfreesboro, then there's a good break. There's a break. You see nothing but trees and farmland until you get to Tullahoma. And Tullahoma ain't much more than trees and farmland anyway. And a big ass AT&T fucking server center, just in the middle of the state, in the middle of a fucking field. AT&T building with nothing but servers. That's where I got my internet from.
That's one of the funny things in Texas is like, we have like a very large population, but like the majority of Texas is just like farmland and just like open land and just fucking nothing. Like there's nothing there. But then you'll be driving down some like random country back road and look to your left, and there's a fucking like 20-acre fucking like factory or some shit. Like we have outside of Austin now on I think it's like the toll road, like 130. There's the Tesla Gigafactory. Driving down that thing. Yeah, we do have toll roads, but it's like you drive down that shit. I remember I was driving down it, and the first time I saw like the Gigafactory, man, holy shit, that thing big, like really fucking big. It's like I don't remember the exact dimensions, but it's like, oh my god, it looks like an airport. Like that's how large it is. But you'll drive through, like obviously they're not like the size of the Tesla Gigafactories, but you'll be driving down some random ass road in Texas, and then all of a sudden, there's a big old factory just in the middle of fucking nowhere. And then of course you go past Houston, you run into Texas City, it's called Texas City, but it's literally just factories. It's like a whole city of only factories. So one of the reasons why Galveston, a city in on the coast about 30-45 minutes east of Houston, has some of the prettiest sunsets in the state. And it's because the sky's so polluted that you see that the fumes make the sky all like super colorful. That was like one of the that was a big thing when I was living down there. There was this area on campus called I keep having voice cracks. Called Shell Beach, and we would go and like watch the sunset and be this like super pretty fucking like red and orange and pink sunset, and just like, damn, this would be super great if I didn't know that this was because there's a shit ton of like toxic chemicals in the air.
God damn. You talking about the Gigafactory made me think about the Smyrna Nissan plant.
Nissan.
Yeah, Nissan. Our Smyrna Nissan plant, because I just did a little fact checking. The Smyrna Nissan plant is still bigger than the Gigafactory.
Really?
And I live right down the road from it.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's fucking huge. It's fucking
That's insane.
The city of Smyrna thrives off of that factory. It makes
off of that factory.
Yeah, hang on. I just looked up the number. Hang on, give me one second. It's like 627,000 vehicles a year or some shit like that.
Jeez. I'm sure there's a lot of like jobs and stuff, like people that work there.
Oh yeah, Smyrna works there. The city.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, we don't have that in Texas yet, or well, not in the area I'm in. Like there's certain places like the Amazon distribution centers, and like we have. I think once the Tesla factory is completely built, and like operational will have a lot more people working there. Like they're building entire neighborhoods out there in preparation for the workers that are going to be working there. But I mean, we don't think we have really anything like that nearby.
It says the Nissan Smyrna factory is the biggest vehicle factory in the U.S. and is able to make up to as many as 640,000 cars each year.
Jesus Christ.
Smyrna, Tennessee.
That's insane.
It opened in 1990. The facility size. Oh my God. Holy shit.
Oh my God.
7.9 million square feet on 2,000 acres.
Holy shit.
They have their own test track.
That's insane.
They have a water tower for the factory.
That's fucking nuts.
It is
Jesus Christ.
Enormous. And it's not just that factory, because I used to work at Steel Tech, and Steel Tech is right behind that factory, and all we did was cut parts for Nissan. We cut parts, send them to the factory next door, makes a car.
That's hilarious. I think that's bigger than Texas City, which is like that city I was telling you about. That's literally just a city of factories. I'm pretty sure that that factory that you're talking about is probably larger than Texas City.
It is enormous. It's over a mile long, and they keep adding to it. I'm not kidding. They recently, or not recently, in the last year or two, they added a car battery manufacturing area, and then a whole other paint facility. And also on the grounds there is a employee gym. And it's just fucking insane how big this place is.
Yeah, this is like a whole
it's a mini city in itself. There is because they take kids around here on tours of the place,
field trips,
because you're going to end up working there. I for one,
here's your future job.
Here's your future. You live in Smyrna, Murfreesboro, or Laverne, you're going to work here. This is where you're gonna go. So they give you a tour. They have a train system in the factory to get you to where you work.
What the fuck?
Not even kidding.
Jesus Christ.
You come in the employee entrance, you put your bag away, what you're gonna do for the day, you get on the fucking tram system, and it takes you all the way down to assembly line 240C or some shit like that. And that's where you're there for an 8-hour shift.
What the fuck?
The parking lot is like a mile and a half long, bro.
Oh my God, bro! Imagine you get there late one day.
Oh.
You're parking in the back. You got a mile and a half jog to get to the train to get to work.
The city of Smyrna knows when the factory is letting out or in. You do not be on the roads, because when that motherfucker is letting out or people are going in, it's terrible.
That sounds horrible. No, sir. That's fucking hilarious. Jeez. See, my problem with this, though, is that Nissan got this, like, massive-ass factory, but their cars are still shit.
Hey now.
Nissans are ass, man.
Have you seen the new Nissan Frontiers?
No, I haven't.
I'm getting one. I was going to get a Tesla. I was all about getting a Tesla, and then I seen this truck. Oh, my God, this truck is so fucking sexy.
Get a Cybertruck, bro.
That's way too much. and they ain't even
out
yet.
You don't want a tank? You don't want a tank, bro?
Nah, bro. That
with no rearview mirrors.
That Nissan, yeah, right. That Nissan Frontier looks sexy.
I want to look at a photo
they built. I'm not even kidding. There is a Nissan college across the street. I'm not kidding.
Or do they train like the automotive engineers?
Automotive engineers, supervisors, shift leaders, shit like that. You can go over there and get trained up on your job and shit like that.
Let me see some photos of this truck. It is a pretty truck. My problem with Nissans, though, is like I say they're shit cars. I have one bad experience with Nissan, and I just it's kind of ruined me for them. And it was my dad's. My dad had a Nissan truck when I was in middle school until about freshman year.
Was it a Titan?
Yeah,
that's a problem.
Yeah, it was a 2000. I think it was like a 2012 Nissan Titan.
Yep,
and it was fucking shit.
Yup.
Fucking horrible truck.
I've had
super shit gas mileage. Like broke down so much.
I've had a Nissan Versa. I run that car. That motherfucker had 400,000 miles on before I was done with it.
Oh my god.
That motherfucker run, bro. And then I had after I got done with that, I got a Nissan Titan. I got it was like a 2010 or 2011 Titan. Shit. Oh my god. That truck was terrible.
Yeah, they're ass.
It was bad.
They're so shit. That's why I'm like, how can you have like? I've seen a lot of people driving Nissans, man. And like, I've been in some of those Nissans look nice, but like, I've been inside of them, and it just feels like I'm in a box, like a plastic box sometimes.
That's what it felt like in that Versa. I'm telling you, man, that little 4-banger that some bitch had in it, that some bitch did not stop. I know for a fact, and I'm guilty of this, and I'm normally really good about changing my oil and shit like that. I put 10,000 miles on an oil change, and and that motherfucker just kept on ticking, bro. It just kept going with what I was giving it. I changed. I know the regulation. My dad restored trucks growing up. I know. Don't get at me at Twitter about it. I know you change your oil every 2 to 4.
Get at him on Twitter.
Don't.
Linked in the description.
Linked in the description. And fucking, and I was like working a bunch. I didn't have time to change my oil because I always did it myself. And I run that bitch until I was like, all right, it's time. I need some time off to change my fucking oil, please.
No, you do that shit with a Titan, it go and break like 1,000 miles before you hit your oil change.
Bro, that Titan was terrible.
They're so shit.
It only had like 111 miles on it, man. When I got it, 111,000.
Like,
my bad.
111,000
miles.
111.
111,000 miles on it. The paint was shit. It burned oil. The motherfucker guzzled gas. It was terrible. The fucking transmission was starting to whine. It was bad, but like my old ass 2008 first generation Nissan Versa run till it fucking just about gave the fuck out. That motherfucker had 400,000 miles on it.
That's ridiculous, man.
It was a car. If you're looking for a good, sturdy fucking car, get you one of them. They don't quit.
When I was looking for a car, I did look into getting a Nissan. I think I just like it for me, it just made more sense for me to get with the car that I have now. Like I wanted something newer. I wanted something with like a little bit of tech and stuff. Yeah. Some kind of nice, but also something that is like if it breaks down, it's not going to cost me a shit ton of money to break, especially after my fucking Volvo. Oh. I'm not going to get into that, but yeah, I mean that shit's just mad expensive.
I fucking yeah. Do you need to hop on?
I think I do because
I was just remembered.
We're going about an hour and a half. I got some homework due in like 40 minutes.
Yeah, I just remembered
a 20-minute lecture. So
just remembered you had that assignment due, so we can go ahead and end it off here.
Yeah. Well, we'll go ahead and end it off here. Hope you guys did enjoy listening. If you did, please feel free to leave us a review, or if you're watching this on YouTube, let us know in the comments below what you thought. If you have any suggestions, again, I'm bringing this back up again because we mentioned on the last podcast. If you have any ideas for a D&D campaign, any suggestions on story or anything like that, please feel free to let us know. Again, on Twitter, on YouTube, leave us a review. However you want to do it, or check out our Instagram. You can comment on one of those posts. I'm going to try to keep some like consistent posts on there, so we should be checking the notifications on that pretty regularly. So, yeah, dude.
Shaka, bruh.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed listening, and we will catch y'all again next week.
Jacob got a fat bussy on him.
Hey, yo.